It's week 2 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Walker once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To the sideline and incomplete.
One first step. And that's all. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
It is. Good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Walker to start the drive. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, it's Lane. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Oh, now an injured player. This is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 51 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, it's
touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st carry for Tyler Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They give to Algier on the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Nix. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing Nix. Johnson's got it complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in?
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Xavier Worthy. 66 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw is Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Nix to the air. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On play action, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Middle.
Throwing now is Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Texans first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll run on first down. Lane. And he'll work down and inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Nix. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Nix to throw again.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Steps away to his left.
And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to...
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Allen. Complete here. It's Hyde. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And again, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Worthy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Allen now on the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Lane. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Slot man moves right. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Allen. Out quickly here to Worthy. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's Nix. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. A give for Walker running right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside to turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. It's a short one here, complete to his... So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lane. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Quick hitter here. It's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards.
And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver's offense now set to go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Let's go now.
Throwing Nix.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready up.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Go.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 5. To throw, here's Nix.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Houston. 73 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to...
And got his man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close